Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. It is Monday, June the 26th, 2023, about 1:30. I'm here in the mayor's office once again with Tim, and I want to give you an update on several things that are going on in the city. First and foremost is you should have received a flyer in the mail if you are a Beech Grove resident announcing the opening of the new police station. This week, we will have an open house on Wednesday, June the 28th, from 10 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. On Thursday, June the 29th, we will have an open house from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And on Friday, June the 30th at 11 a.m., we will have the official ribbon cutting and dedication for the new building. The new building is located at the corner of Emerson Avenue and Main Street. The official address is 103 Main Street. Parking is across the street. We invite you to come and join us, especially the residents of Beech Grove. So you should have received this flyer in the mail about a week ago announcing this opening. So we look forward to seeing you. And I want to give you an update on the station. The parking lot across the street is designed for police parking and public parking for Main Street. We're not quite done with it yet. It's open, but we need to add some lights. Behind the new police station is the old Brown's garage. The council recently approved funding to tear that building down and to construct a new gun range for the police department. This will be a state-of-the-art facility, and the computer simulator technology is second to none. We want the most advanced equipment possible to train our police officers and put them in situations to protect their personal health. So we are certainly looking forward to that. The building should be taken down probably after the July 4th holiday. The car lot located just south of Brown's garage, we are attempting to buy that. So we have made an offer, and we will see how the current owner responds, but we are seriously interested in buying that car lot so we can add even more parking for both the police station and the gun range. So I wanted to get that out in the forefront because that is my highest priority for this term, which ends at the end of this year. So the police station opens Friday officially, but as of today, folks, they are working out of that new building. So we're very happy about that. It is a beautiful improvement to Main Street and to the city of Beech Grove. I will be right back, and I want to talk to you about waste management. Thank you. About 7 years ago, the city decided to begin a recycling program to where each participant, if you choose to, would be issued a 96-gallon tote with a yellow lid, and your recyclables would be picked up every other week on the same day as your trash route. Ray's Trash Service won the bid for that service. It is a 10-year agreement, so we have 3 years left on the original agreement. Last year, as most of you probably know, Ray's Trash Service sold their business to Waste Management. So Waste Management assumed the contract that was entered into between the City of Beech Grove and Ray's Trash Service for recycling. So from day one, we have had problems with pickups, and I don't understand why. The last 2 weeks has been an absolute disaster. They have missed countless pickups. We are getting calls daily about missed recycling. About 45% of the city recycles, so it's a very productive program, and we are very encouraged by the number of people who recycle. We just need a company to be dependable and come out here and pick it up. I'm not very happy about this because the citizens of this city deserve to have a good service, and they're not getting it right now from Waste Management. What I want you to do is I want you to continue to put your recycling out on the day that you are supposed to. And if for some reason they do not pick it up, I want you to go to our website, www.beechgrove.com, and as soon as you open it up, you will see a number and an address that you can call to notify Waste Management immediately that your recycling container did not get picked up. We met with them last Thursday and explained our displeasure, and we expect it to be a lot better. I appreciate your patience. It's important that we recycle because 45% of what we pick up no longer goes to the landfill. It gets reused and repurposed, so we're very happy about that. But Waste Management needs to do a better job for the residents of this city in picking up recyclables. And we're going to hold their feet to the fire. This is not a Beech Grove isolated problem. This is a system-wide problem for Waste Management on both the trash side and the recycle side. Many businesses in Beech Grove who had a Ray's trash service dumpster for trash has changed services because of the poor response from Waste Management. So we're continuing to work on it. We appreciate your phone calls, but I want you to go to the website. There's a specific number that you can call if your recycling did not get picked up. So I wanted to get that out in front of you because people called. I took 3 calls today on missed recycling, and it's unacceptable, and we hope that it soon is corrected. I will not make any excuses for Waste Management, so they need to do a better job. So I will be right back, and I want to talk to you about fireworks. I'll be back. I'm back, and I'm going to talk to you about our annual All-American Day in the Park fireworks. It is set for July the 3rd at dusk. Some important points is that the park will be closed for traffic beginning at 8 a.m. on July the 3rd. It's better that people do not park down in the park. The only exception to that would be if you have an official ADA disability handicap sticker on your vehicle. We'll have limited parking for the handicap down in the park. That's the only exception. We ask that you not bring alcohol into the park. We ask that you do not bring a grill. We ask that you not bring fireworks or sprinklers into the park due to the dry conditions. We're hoping for more rain this week to help us further add moisture to the chute site behind the maintenance building. We ask that you think about animals during this time of year and the stress it puts on animals when fireworks are set off. There will be vendors down in the park for food, and the Franciscan Trail from the park entrance to bridge number 1 will be closed at around 8 p.m. on July 3rd to prevent people from going back near the chute site. So we ask for your patience, and we ask that you pay close attention to the people around you. We estimate approximately 10,000 people will be down into the park, and most of them will be foot traffic, but we ask that you be conscious of the people around you. And we are hoping for a safe event. And I want you also to know one thing. This is the 3rd year in a row that the city has paid for the fireworks. The Promoters Club still puts on the event, but after COVID, we didn't do it one year for COVID, but from that point forward, the city pays for the fireworks, and it's approximately $9,300. And we want to do that because I consider it an economic development driver. With the number of people who come into Beech Grove to witness the fireworks go down on Main Street, go out along Emerson Avenue, we estimate approximately 10,000 people will be in the park. We estimate up to 50,000 people will be in the city outside of the park watching the fireworks. So we encourage people to shop local, shop Main Street, and have a good time, but please be safe. Again, the All-American Day in the city park, Sarah T. Bolton Park, is July the 3rd. The fireworks begin at dusk. So I will be right back with an infrastructure update on projects going on in the city. Thank you. I'm back, and I want to update you on some infrastructure projects that we are working on as we speak. The McFarland Creek project will soon be going out for bid. This project runs along Dangerfield Drive and Bancroft. There's a retention pond that continues to overflow, so we have to make provisions to capture that water and as it dumps into McFarland Creek. So that project is getting ready to be bid. We had a last meeting on it here a while back, and I suspect that project will begin in late August or early September. We have been working on this for a long time, trying to achieve funding, and this is the project that Okra gave us $600,000 to do. It's going to cost us more than that, but that's fine. This is a major improvement for drainage in the South Grove, south of I-465. So we're looking forward to that. The 2023 paving project is nearing an end. Last week, they paved Elm, Killian, and Byland. This week, they will finish up by paving Cleveland Court, doing some work on 16th Avenue North, Grovewood Drive, and Hornet Avenue. Hornet Avenue is a major project. We added a sidewalk on the north side of the street, and the road is being completely reconstructed, along with the drive going back to the Hornet Park Elementary. So we're very pleased with that. Pretty soon, we will be bidding out the 2023 paving project. NDOT, through the Community Crossings Grant, gave us over $647,000 to continue to do more paving. So we are aggressively going after that, and our first advertisement went out in the paper last week. We have one more to go, and then we should be opening bids sometime in August. So we're very happy about that as well. We began a sewer lining project and a sewer manhole project where we relined almost 100 manholes. That project is wrapping up and should be done by the middle of July. It's been a very good project. We have got a lot of work done with our sewer system, but we have a lot more to go. Pretty soon, we will be advertising for yet another sanitary sewer project upgrade. This one pertains to the sewer line running on 25th Street from Mann Drive all the way north to Southern Avenue. That is a long run. This sewer line was brought to my attention by Phil Greganis, our sanitary sewer representative, and Citizens Energy Group, who maintains our system. This line is very bad. As a matter of fact, it's so bad that in a couple areas it's going to have to be dug up and new pipe is going to have to be installed. The rest of it will be lined. So once that is done, that will be a major improvement in that area of the city, and hopefully the residents that live in that area that are connected to that main will see a marked improvement in the flow of wastewater. So we're happy about that, and we look forward to that project starting. If you live in the area of 300 block of North 25th, we're finishing up a small drainage project from the last time we did some work down there. So once this is done, then we have done everything we needed to do down in that area to capture drainage stormwater. So we're looking forward to that. Those of you who live down on Killian Court, in the 1400 block, we will be down there in late summer, and we will begin the process to do field work and surveying to correct a years-old drainage project. This drainage problem has been existent since those homes were built, over 50 years. When they built those homes down in that area, there was no consideration taken for drainage. We have had to go back in that area, and since I've been mayor, we have done 5 major projects in that neighborhood to correct drainage. This may be the last one we do on Redfern and Killian Drive. So Killian Court. We're looking forward to it, and I know that the people that live down there have got to be relieved that the city is finally going to button this up and correct an age-old problem. The Hornet Greenway continues. As a matter of fact, I have a meeting on it this afternoon at 3 o'clock. We are getting closer and closer for that project to begin, and I look for that project to be bid out and awarded by the end of this year, which means construction will begin early in 2024. This is going to be a wonderful addition to our trail system as we speak. This will wind behind the community center, behind Hornet Park Elementary, down by the new softball diamond, and then around and connect to the South Grove Woods and go behind the new baseball field and come out on Churchman Avenue. This 1.1 mile extension of our greenway system will be a wonderful asset to our city and to our school district. When it is completed, there will be those of you who will walk that trail or that greenway and never realize what was going on at the Beech Grove High School and the wonderful improvements that have been made to that property over the last 5 to 10 years. So we are so looking forward to this trail or this greenway, and I can't wait for it to start. Those of you who live on the northwest side of Beech Grove, we are continuing to work on the roundabout at 25th and Churchman. That project is rapidly coming up as well and could be bid out by the end of this year, depending on a couple of issues. Those of you may have noticed that the old abandoned gas station that looked like an airplane, the wings have been taken down. That is because the city has bought roughly half of that property for the construction of the Peanut Roundabout. So those wings had to come off. And I want you to know, just to be totally honest with you and open, the city paid $95,000 to purchase half of that property for the construction of this roundabout. So there are a total of 9 parcels that we had to buy in order to make this project work. And those of you who travel through that intersection and those of you who live in that intersection know the number of crashes that have occurred there is staggering, and all of you know how dangerous that set of intersections are. You have 25th and Churchman, you have Perkins and Southern, and then you have Southern and Churchman. It is a triangle intersection which is very, very dangerous. So we look forward to the correction of that, and this will help reduce the risks for accidents and slow the traffic way down. So that's going on as well. You notice on Main Street there's been a couple of improvements. We put up some new street signs from Emerson to 13th, and now we are correcting some curbs that have been damaged over the years. That Main Street from 13th to Emerson was reconstructed in 2013. One of the first big projects that I did as mayor. And over time, those curbs have been hit by cars, trucks, and snowplows, and they become damaged. So we're going up and down Main Street, and we are fixing those curbs. So that concludes my report to you concerning infrastructure. And I will be back for final thoughts, and I want to talk to you about violence in our city. So I will be back in a minute. I want to conclude this podcast with some thoughts on the amount of violence that is taking place in Marion County, Indianapolis, and is showing signs of filtering into Speedway, Lawrence, Southport, and Beech Grove. This year, we have had 3 homicides in the city of Beech Grove, which is unprecedented. We have had 5 homicides in the last 3 years in our city. That's 5 too many. We had a homicide at the Beech Meadow Apartments next to Beech Grove High School. The suspect in that crime has been arrested and is awaiting prosecution. We had a homicide at the Diplomat North Apartments at 25th and Albany. A female shot a male. The female and her accomplice, another female, took off. The police have identified both suspects and are actively pursuing both of those suspects out of state. And last Saturday, we had our 3rd homicide this year in the Terrace Park Apartments that is located at 25th and Bishop. Not really sure what happened and what caused that. My understanding that there was a disagreement between 2 males, and one male was shot and killed. He was transported to a hospital by our medics. He was given CPR prior to our medics arriving by our police department, but to no avail, he passed away. A suspect has been arrested for that crime and has been charged. I want to thank whoever called us and gave us a tip as to where this person was at. The person who committed this crime did not live in this state, but was holed up in an apartment close by where this had happened. And if it wasn't for the person who called in to let us know where this person was at, we may not have had the opportunity to solve this case. So I'm very pleased with the work of our detectives in these major crimes. I want to go back to the shooting at Chalice Park, where 1 person was killed and 2 others were injured. Our detectives have identified everybody that was involved in that case. Every single witness has become quiet and will no longer cooperate with our police department. So we know who these people are. We just can't find them, and we are getting no help from their friends and acquaintances. So, in closing, we have had problems at the Terrace Park Apartments, which is at 25th and Main and 25th and Bishop, and we have had problems at the Diplomat North Apartments, located at 25th and Albany. those two apartments have given us great deal of problems over the last couple months. And I can talk all day long about guns and putting the guns down and gun violence. But I just want to have an honest conversation with you, and I want to tell you that our police department needs to be more aggressive and go into these apartments and straighten it out. It's not heavy police presence is what is needed in those two areas of the city to help us slow down the crime rate in this city. So I wanted to talk to you about that. I needed to say that because I'm not going to make up any excuses. We need to be a lot more aggressive than what we are. And this is a conversation that I will have with our police chief in order to mitigate some of these problems over there. These are public nuisance properties, and I want to make sure that our police chief and our city attorney is filing the proper paperwork to declare these apartments as such so we can go after them. So that's all I have for today. City Hall will be closed on Tuesday, July the 4th in honor of Independence Day, and our city council will reconvene on Wednesday, July the 5th at 7 p.m. So happy 4th of July and God bless you. Thank you.